Well, hello, and welcome to the Own the Life of Your Dream YouTube channel. My name is Tamisha, and I am so glad to have you here with me today. Today, I have a different kind of spin on things, but I believe God has put on me my passion, my purpose, and it is still to help you, but it's to help you in a different capacity. And so a lot of things have happened to me this week. Some things didn't go quite as I had planned in my business, and then I ran into a guy who was on the internet that was very nice and very welcoming, and he was talking about God and basically wealth and prosperity of Black people. And I found that interesting, especially because a couple of days ago I had went to the Mary Kay party, and of course there was a whole bunch of beautiful Black women there and one white woman, and they were there and they were not wealthy, but they were making good money. And their speaker happened to be making a whole lot of money. And she was a Black woman in her 60s, and she had been in Mary Kay for 21 years, I believe. And she said a lot of things that were awesome, but there was one thing that kind of troubled me. And she said that, when she dies, that there will be no inheritance from her kids. And she told her daughter, don't look for none. When they total out my account, you'll be lucky if you get like $30. And that struck me as odd, and it took me aback because I know in the Bible, Proverbs 13:22, it says that a good man will leave an inheritance for his children's children. And so I'm wondering why she wouldn't want to leave an inheritance for her grandchildren. Maybe not her children, but at least for her grandchildren, have something set aside for them as they grow and grow older, to help them financially move on. And that got me thinking a lot about African Americans and how we use money and how we don't value money and how we'll just blow through it without thinking of the future. And so it has been impressed upon my heart to start talking about financial freedom and start leading people in the path of becoming financially free. And so I'm embarking on my own journey of financial freedom and my own personal wealth journey. And I'm going to use my experience to help others like you to become financially free, to take yourself from where you are to becoming financially free. So I said financially free like 5,000 times. So what does that mean? So financially free, and I got this off of my research, is maintaining your desired lifestyle without working for money, essentially retirement. But let me emphasize a word here. It is maintaining your desired lifestyle, meaning that if you are just barely getting by right now, that is not a desired lifestyle. And living that for retirement is not something you want to do. It's not something I want to do. Barely struggling, barely making it, barely paying the bills to get what you want. Who wants to live like that? And when I think about it, there's not many Black people that I know that are actually financially free when they're retired. If I think about it, I couldn't count 10. Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you 10 people that I know that are retired that are absolutely, positively financially free. They can live the life that they want to live and don't have to go to work or work for anybody to do it. No, maybe my grandparents, maybe, okay? And it took them a long time to get there. And so my thing is, what are we doing with our lives? Why are we not doing what we need to do at the age that I am, and I'm about to be 38 in a couple of days? Why aren't we doing what we need to do to get where we need to go? So what I also found out in my research is that there are 4 stages to financial freedom. And I'm going to count them down with the 4th and the most undesired stage of financial freedom, and that is no freedom. It's basically what the majority of us are living day to day. It is, we go to work, we get paid, we spend our paycheck, and that's it. There's no freedom. We cannot vacation. We can barely pay our bills, some of us, and we're just living and spending money, living and spending money, and that is no freedom. We have no choices nor options for our lives. The second or the third stage going downward is temporary freedom. And that is when we get to a point where we start taking our money and setting it aside and building up a savings. Or we start a little side hustle business or a passion business, something that we've always wanted to start, okay? And so through our passion business or our savings, or hopefully a combination of both, we have built up enough money to make some changes, all right? To shake some things up, you know, make some life changes, either get a new job or, you know, eventually start a major business, something that will actually make money, but we can't leave our 9-to-5 yet because we don't have the money to pay our expenses and still live okay. All right. We're still in the rat race because though we're building up savings, it's not enough to cover our total expenses. And if it is enough to cover our total expenses, we have totally depleted our savings, and now we're back to ground zero. So we're in temporary freedom. And basically our freedom is tied to the amount of savings we have, the amount of income that we have coming in. So though we can, the more savings we have and the more income we have coming in that is not tied to our regular job, the freer we can become until we get to the point where we get to permanent freedom. And permanent freedom basically means that your passive income, the money you're making that you don't have to work for, exceeds the amount of bills that you have, okay? And when you have that type of freedom, you can say bye to your job, okay? Because you have enough money coming in that you don't have to work for it. And so then you can make boss moves. You can travel, you can take a year off, you can start a whole business or build onto your passion business. And being permanently free does not mean that you are free from working. You just don't work unless that's something that you want to do. But being permanently free puts you in a place where if you want to do something, you can do it. And if you want to start a business to take you to the last level of freedom, you can do it. If you want to invest more or learn how to day trade, you can do it because you are at permanent freedom and you are able to do what you want with your money. And the last freedom, number one, is luxurious freedom. It's your ball of freedom, all right? It's the freedom you get where you don't have to work. You don't have to call in to no boss. You can use your time however and whenever you want to. You can use your energy however and whatever you want to do. And basically, you are living the life you want to live. And you don't have to be 65 to live that life. You can live that life at 40. You can live that life at 50. Man, I've heard of people that is living that life at 20 and 30. So what is keeping us back from doing it? And what I believe it is, number one is education. We don't know. And when we know better, hopefully we'll do better. Number two, motivation and mindset. We don't know that we can make simple changes every day to get to the freedom that we want to in the future. And it doesn't take a ton of money. Most people think it takes a whole lot of money to get started, and actually it doesn't. And in my subsequent videos, I'm going to talk about that, all right? But if you're liking the video, please subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified anytime I drop a new video. Thanks! So basically, It is education, it is mindset, it is motivation and discipline and drive to do something better with your life. So basically what I'm saying is that I am changing my whole branding thing here. Yes, I'm still going to be in affiliate marketing. Yes, I'm still going to be promoting business because that's just a part of me and promoting my businesses. However, I think that there is time out for promotion and time in from making people free and to set people free. Jesus said, the Bible said Jesus came to set the captives free and to follow in his footsteps. I feel that it's my passion to do the same and to help people be financially free in this space on this earth will allow so many blessings to go forth, not just into the people that, not just to you, but to all the people that you affect and or come in contact with. And I believe that we can change this world, changing our finances one day at a time. So hopefully you're still going to be with me. Hopefully you still find value with this. If this jives with you, if taking your finances, taking your financial freedom from no freedom to luxurious freedom and learning the steps to do that is something that you're interested in, then make sure that you click the subscribe button and you join me on this journey, because I am extremely hyped and pumped about this. I mean, I feel in my bones that this is something that I can do to help masses of people. And if you are one of those and you want to join me, and eventually I will start my own, I am in the process of starting my own coaching program platform to help people get financially out of debt and to start their way to financial freedom. And if that is something that you're interested in, then you must join me. So when it comes out, you're there for the cause, all right? But until then, I'm going to be setting up a free gift of steps to get financially free forever. And if you want that free gift, then make sure you click on the link in the description box. It will give you that link it will give you the reports of how to become financially free forever. And if you need help, I'm definitely here for the cause. My contact information is below, and I can't wait to set as many people free as I possibly can. So please join me on that journey. All right, so until next time, my friend, make sure that you think big, dream big,